Hello everyone, for the last part of our Blade Vortex video. So this will be the final build guide. It's pretty much identical to the one we first did with this character. Since I didn't really change much, it's still 96. Pretty much the exact same. Because you saw from all the project we just did that all the deaths I kept having, that's why I push this level up any higher. So I'll go over, I think it's pretty identical. I'll have the building being linked below. It's about a 5 million Shaper DPS character. It has no problems with Conquers. It pretty much go in, right click a little bit, Conquers die. Cyrus, I've never tried this character. It's the only reason I haven't really tried Cyrus before is just because it's more of a glass cannon type build where it dies extremely easy because it has no defense whatsoever. But as you can tell here, it's just not enough for Cyrus. Especially with how bad the stats are on the fence with 4% fizz reduction and 3% chance to block, 1% chance to attack block. But it does have max chaos resistance, which is nice. I might try one Cyrus later when someone gets on that I know who can do Cyrus just in case to be on the safe side. But pretty much the build, it's what you saw from the Tropical Island project. It's the glass cannon, go in there, one-shot everything, and hope you don't get hit back. So pretty much it's the exact same setup. The trinket you don't even need. This is made if you're just doing heist farming. It's still the Cinderwell urn with the crit. Your Wise Oak has to be make sure fire is max, your highest one. Freeze immune, curse immune, and speed. I am extremely lazy with this character. I do have plenty of currency to get Bottle of Faith. Upgrade all the gems on here. I just didn't just because I didn't really see any point to it since I'm not really planning on playing this character all along. Because my next character I do is going to be my last character of the league. Because after that character, we're going to finish. The next character's design going to be just to finish the last 3 more projects, which is spend 30k and hope you get it. This one is extremely simple. And then I need a character that can do single target for the twins. Or a character that can somehow do this one. Since I cannot get this one with this character. And then once we finish all the challenges, we'll pretty much just be done with the league then. So maybe like another 2 weeks left, then I'm going to call quits on the league until Flashback starts or whatever else comes out. So pretty much the gear is same thing. Headhunter, you don't need Headhunter. Just run a high dex and strength amulet with life on it. But Headhunter does help with the build since the build is the glass cannon, run, hope you kill everything. The gloves are just life, resistance, energy shield. With the same thing, the flame dash, the arcane surge at level 6, the second wind, the weather step. Your boots, definitely, I should have upgraded these to tailwind a long time ago, still haven't yet. But they're still just pretty much your life, resistance, movement speed boots. With your righteous fire, your increased duration, you cast damage taken with immortal call. Signifier, like this one I should have upgraded too. If I was going to upgrade this, this would be the percentage of fizz damage taken as fire. The Circle of Anguish, I still only have the one correct ring on here. They're about 20 exalts right now at the time of this video. So pretty much this ring right here should technically be a mirror of this one with the buff and fire damage instead of being just the buff version. It will be better. Amulet is still annoying, Heart of the Flame with the Ice Effect Spider plus all Dex, Fizz, Crafted Mod. Crafted Mod, pretty much at this point, you just put it on here whatever you want. If you want life or if you want life or energy shield, whichever you think more important, life is usually better. And any resistance you need. Chest piece, it's still horrible. It's still flammability, combustion, elemental weakness, hex touch, which should be awaken level 5. I just have been lazy. Orb of Storms and Power Crit. Pretty much this chest 6 link doesn't even work technically because of the elemental weakness and flammability both require the same since they're both hexes. Yeah. And this only does 1 hex. So that's why you want this to be awakened level 5, I think. So you can use both of them together to increase your damage. I just never bothered to upgrade it. But the chest is still the same crappy chest. Explode mod, Frenzy mod, and that's all you really look for. If you can get currency, get those two, but get resistance and life on it, and then just craft the have to make sure it's open prefix to craft the mana's energy shield. And then for the helmet, it's still the Herald of Ash, Enlighten, Enhance, and Arctic Armor. If Arctic Armor, this should be the new one. The one that has like the millisecond chance to freeze. That would be by far the best option to go with, since you're pretty much just going to keep freezing all the bosses. And like Herald of Ash should have been upgraded. The helmet, I should have upgraded this. It just needs to make sure it's an 86 with Blade Vortex duration. And then pretty much the main things you want is power charge and seals, and this resistance and life. Like this one's not the best. This was the cheapest one on the market I could find when I made the build. The bow, pretty much you want to get the recurver bow just for the global crit strike multiplier. And if you can, you want to try to get the main things you want to look for is socket is +1 to socket is gems. Spell damage, I think it was. And then craft is socket is support gems and deal double damage. You can change this around a little bit. If you don't have access to spider here, you can easily get access to spider on your bow. And instead of double damage, you can get the fire damage as chaos, I think it is, or chaos is fire, whatever it's called. But there's a lot of them on the market. And if you can also get global crit strike on here if you want extra damage. So that's pretty much it. It's the exact same gear. This is just an Exalt trinket that I have just for my heist, which I haven't really done on this character. Just supposed to. Oh yeah. For this one, the only upgrade I made on this whole entire thing is I have a level 4 now. In Power Gem. But with all this support, it turns into level 8. So like you have a Battle Blade Vortex. I recommend getting the Life Leech one until you upgrade to a 21, 23. Concentrate Effect, the Elemental Focus, the Unleash, and the Control Destruction. These should all be Awakened versions. I just been real lazy. And Power is the only upgrade I made just when I was doing the Tropical thing. Just for extra damage. Like even like this one alone, it's only about 4 exalts, so it's not even that bad. It's technically more expensive I think than these ones though, but it's hard to tell. And then pretty much this is all the exact same. It's still, you know, your labs, your exact same, the usual 4 everyone takes. And it's still the same, like this one now we have the, I know back when we made this video, actually I was a little bit lower on the level actually. So now, there was actually 3 changes actually, now I'm remembering now. I think I was only at 92 or 3 I think when I made that video. So like we did get our Blood Siphon back, we do have the Legal Assault. So a couple of change. I know this one stopped right here. I just put, this was my level 96 skill point. You don't need to put a skill point here whatsoever. It's just I put this one here because I couldn't figure out where else to put it for a little bit more life. And like this is still my chaos cluster right here, just for the extra chaos. Still the same jeweled corrupted blood with life. That's pretty much all I looked for. You still have the unnatural instincts. This is still the glorious vanity with just mainly for this. If you're able to and get the correct, like I said last time, the fire damage is leech one. The same thing is worded like this, except this is fire. Right here, it'll be a huge difference to your character, and the leech will be amazing. It's just extremely hard to get it without being on a 3 slot. And then over here, make sure this is extremely important. So this was another skill point I spent at level, I think it was after that video was created, the next level after. I don't know if this is good or not, but I just put it on here just to see for the 0.3% spell damage leeches energy shield, just for the little extra defense. If I was going to take away that point and this point, I would put them right here, just for the double for 37% more damage and 5% chance double damage. But this character doesn't really need a damage because this character already does 5 million shaper damage. So it's not totally needed, to be honest. So that's why I went more low defensive, because its defensive aspect of this character is garbage. And then like Avatar Fire is a must. This in the bow is what converts you to 100% fire. Chaos Resistance. If you can't get the jewel, the chaos one, you can technically still get some extra chaos here if needed. It's not the best chaos resistance, but at least a little bit if you need them. Since the chaos, when I got the character to 75 chaos resistance, it was a huge difference in character. Ran a lot smoother, a lot better. And this is still the same, the Transcendent Flesh. Power charges, extra damage here. So that's, I mean, it's pretty much the build. Not a whole lot changed since last video. So I'll just do the quick map showcase. Yeah. And this is all still on Awakener 8. Cyrus is, if I do Cyrus before this video gets fully released, I'll add it to the last list, but I probably won't. Because this build, I've tried doing a white Shaper boss, and it couldn't kill the boss. It was so bad. Even with all the damage. So that's maybe one of the reasons why I'm probably going to re-roll to something a little bit tankier. Just so I can finally clear all content, not worry about anything, and then I can just move on out of the league to flashback. Hopefully we get it. Yeah, this is the main thing the build's only designed for, is doing this. It's one tapping the screen, pretty much. But a boss does still die. I mean, this build still, even though it's a glass cannon, it still has its problems. If you don't have the head-on boost, you can't do that. And that should be pretty much it. Yeah. So yeah, that's the quick build. So yeah, the build hasn't really changed much. It is extremely glass cannon. Be very careful if you run this build. You will die a lot. It's going to happen. If you have currency, I would recommend going for the upgrades I've mentioned. Your character will be 100 times better than this character is. I just, at the time, before I started my tropical project, I didn't have currency. So I didn't really want to upgrade between the two. And once I finished a tropical, which is pretty much where this came from, that's why we have so much currency. It's from all the tropical stuff, because I sold almost everything off from that. Because pretty much like everything we have from that tropical project, like all these are gone, all of this was gone. Most of our currency was gone. These are the only things left really is still these. I just haven't been too lazy to price them. But everything else was sold off. Maps I still need to price out. Like all of these I still got to run so I can sell the fragments. So pretty much that's where we're at this point. I'm going to sell this character now. After it makes video, I'm going to unequip this character, sell it. Headhunter, questionable next build. To see what bow we're going to put as. We might go with a bleed bow character as one final thing. Put all some juicy gems in there, have some fun with it, and then make that the final character of the league. Then once we're done with that character, I'll sell the gear off, make a video, sell the gear off, and then just wait until we move everything to standard to do something with all the currency. So if you have any questions about this build or anything, hit us. If you like what you see, even hit us. Subscribe button below. Come follow me on Twitch if you want to see anything. Ask about the build, ask the chat even. If you like what you see, I hope to see everyone in the next video, and thank you for stopping by.